Hello, and a warm welcome to Learn History Easily. I am Nuhay, your guide through this fascinating journey. Today we are setting out on an exploration of Indian coinage history, a saga that commences from the ancient times and stretches all the way to our present day. This is a tale of transitions, of evolving economies, and of societies that have adapted and grown with the changing times. Our journey will commence from the roots of commerce itself, the barter system, where goods were exchanged for goods and services for services. We will then traverse through the epochs to witness the advent and evolution of coins in India, from the earliest punch-marked coins to the intricately designed coins of the modern era. The trail of Indian coinage is not just about metallurgy or economics, it's about culture, tradition, and the story of a civilization that has thrived for millennia. Join me as we delve into the rich and diverse history of Indian coins. Our journey begins with the earliest form of trade in India, the barter system. In this system, goods were exchanged directly for other goods. For instance, a farmer who grew rice might trade a sack of his crop for a potter's clay pots. It was a simple, straightforward method of trade that didn't require any form of currency. However, the barter system had its fair share of challenges. The primary issue was the lack of a common measure of value. How many pots was a sack of rice worth? How many chickens could you get for a hand-woven blanket? There was no standard way to determine the value of goods, which led to discrepancies and disagreements. Additionally, the barter system was inefficient for larger or more complex transactions. Let's say a carpenter wanted a cow. He would have to find a cow owner who needed his carpentry skills, a task that could prove quite challenging. This issue, known as the double coincidence of wants, was a significant drawback of the barter system. There was also the problem of divisibility. Some goods, like livestock or furniture, couldn't be divided without losing their value. If you only needed half a cow's worth of meat, but you had to trade for an entire cow, you'd end up with more than you needed and no way to store the excess. Furthermore, the barter system didn't allow for the storage of wealth. If a merchant had a good year and accumulated a surplus of goods, those goods might spoil or degrade before they could be traded. These limitations of the barter system highlighted the need for a standardized, divisible, durable form of currency. Something that could serve as a common measure of value, facilitate complex transactions, store wealth, and stand the test of time. And so, as society grew more complex, the need for a more efficient system of trade became apparent. The limitations of the barter system paved the way for the introduction of coins in India. The dawn of coinage in India brought with it a new era in trade and economy. No longer did people have to rely solely on the barter system. Instead, they could now use a tangible symbol of value in their transactions, offering a newfound convenience and reliability. This was a significant shift, a revolution in how commerce was conducted, and it all began with the first coins in India. The earliest coins used in India date back to the 6th century BCE. They were known as punch-marked coins and were typically made of silver or copper. These coins were characterized by symbols or marks punched onto the metal. The symbols varied, from geometric patterns to representations of animals and nature, each holding a unique significance in the then prevailing society. The punch-marked coins were predominantly used in the northern and central parts of India, under the authority of what is known as the Mahajanapadas. These were 16 powerful and vast kingdoms and republics that existed during that time. Each Mahajanapada had its unique punch-marked coins, which not only facilitated trade but also represented the Mahajanapada's identity. Following the Mahajanapadas, the Mauryan Empire, under the leadership of Chandragupta Maurya and later Ashoka, continued the tradition of coinage. They introduced more standardized coin shapes and sizes, further streamlining trade across their vast empire. However, the real evolution in Indian coinage happened under the Indo-Greek kingdom. They introduced the concept of portraits on coins. The coins often bore the image of the king, making them not just a medium of trade but also a powerful tool of propaganda. These early coins laid the foundation for the sophisticated monetary system that was to follow. They represented the beginning of a journey that would see the rise and fall of empires, the influence of foreign invaders, and the birth of a nation. Each coin is a piece of history, a storyteller that holds within it the tales of its time. As we delve deeper into the evolution of Indian coins, let's keep in mind the immense value these tiny pieces of metal held and still hold today. As empires rose and fell, Indian coins too evolved, reflecting the times they were minted in. Our journey begins with the Mauryan Empire, which reigned from the 4th to the 2nd century BCE. The Mauryans introduced the punch-marked silver coins, which bore symbols of the state, animals, and nature. These coins were often irregular in shape and size, but they served as a significant step towards a standardized currency system. Next, we move on to the Gupta Empire, a golden age of Indian history, which fittingly introduced gold coins or dinara. These coins were beautifully crafted, bearing the images of the Gupta emperors engaged in various activities, such as playing the veena or hunting lions. The intricate detailing of these coins showcased the high level of craftsmanship of the Gupta period. Fast forward to the Mughal era, which spanned the 16th to the 19th century. The Mughals introduced a more uniform and advanced system of coinage. They minted gold, silver, and copper coins inscribed with Persian verses. These coins were not only a medium of exchange, but also a form of art, reflecting the rich culture and heritage of the Mughal period. As the British East India Company established its rule, the coinage system saw another shift. The British introduced machine-struck coins, which were more uniform and precise. They bore the effigy of the reigning monarch on one side and the denomination and date on the other. These coins marked the beginning of modern coinage in India. The transition from monarchy to democracy was also represented in the coins. Post-independence, India introduced new coins that bore the lion capital of Ashoka, a symbol of India's sovereignty and pride. These coins marked a new era, reflecting India's identity as a free and independent nation. Each era left its unique imprint on Indian coinage, culminating in the coins we use today. This journey through the evolution of Indian coins is a testament to the rich and diverse history of India, where each coin tells a story of its time. In the present era, Indian coins tell a story of a nation's journey to independence and beyond. With the dawn of independence in 1947, India embarked on a new journey, and this transformation was reflected in its coinage. The first coins of independent India were issued in 1950. They bore the lion capital of Ashoka, a symbol of India's rich historical heritage and an emblem of authority and sovereignty. These coins express the nation's newfound identity and aspirations, marking a significant departure from the colonial past. As the decades rolled on, the coins continued to evolve, mirroring the changing socio-economic landscape of the country. The designs incorporated motifs from India's diverse cultural tapestry, featuring images of historical monuments, indigenous flora and fauna, and depictions of the nation's scientific and technological advancements. In the late 20th century, India saw an economic liberalization that led to a boom in the market economy. This shift was reflected in the introduction of the rupee symbol in 2010, a unique blend of the Devanagari Ra and the Roman R, symbolizing the seamless integration of the Indian economy with the global market. In recent years, the advent of digital currency has begun to influence the landscape of Indian coinage. As we step into a digital age, the Reserve Bank of India is exploring the concept of a central bank digital currency, aiming to ensure the stability of the financial system in the face of rapid technological advancement. This digital shift, while revolutionary, does not diminish the significance of physical coins. They remain tangible reminders of our past, carry the weight of our present, and hold the promise of our future. From barter to digital currency, the journey of Indian coinage is a mirror to the nation's rich history. Our journey through the history of Indian coins comes to an end here. We've traced the evolution from the barter system, where goods were simply exchanged, to the introduction of the first coins in India. These coins, made of metal and etched with intricate designs, were more than just a medium of exchange. They were a reflection of the times, the rulers, and the culture. Over the centuries, Indian coins have continued to evolve, each era leaving its distinct mark. Today, our coins are a blend of heritage and modernity, a testament to our journey as a nation. There's still so much more to explore about the rich numismatic history of India. You could delve into the coins of a particular dynasty or study the symbolism in the coin designs. The possibilities are endless. Thank you for joining me on this fascinating journey. Remember, history is just a coin flip away. Until next time, this is Nuhay, signing off from Learn History Easily.